welcome to Lisa Marvin Art. Today I'm kind of excited because I'm going to do some experiments, kind of. So Fluid Art Company has released that they are selling Amsterdam paints. Now, they are also the only seller in North America that has every single color and every single expert color. Now, I'm very excited because I've actually never tried the expert series of Amsterdam. So I want to tell you something. The president of Amsterdam went into the Piggy group, he's so nice, and he wrote a whole explanation about what the difference is between a standard tube and the expert tube. So let me read to you Kyle Richardson. Let me read to you what Kyle says. Hello, fellow artists. I saw this topic come up a few times in the group, so I'll explain in a little more detail what the differences are. I'm just smiling because Elliot just came down wearing a suit and tie because we're going somewhere.
Outfit, dude.
He looks so cute. Come on, you have to show.
No.
Look at how, babe, they want to see you in a suit.
No,
they'll drool.
I don't do suits, dude.
Look, come.
I don't do suits.
Drooling.
I'm not happy.
Come on.
I'm not happy.
Who's
I don't
the
do suits.
handsome man?
I don't do suits.
Come on.
No, okay, fine. Come
Okay,
on.
yeah. No, isn't he
I don't
handsome?
do suits. I don't do suits.
You look very nice,
Monkey's
babe.
outfit. What are they called?
Monkey suits.
Monkey suits.
Okay. You look very handsome.
And so this is acceptable for you?
Yeah, you look nice.
I don't, at this point, babe, they got me in a tie. That's all you get from me, dude.
You look very nice. Let me just, may I? I'm just
sorry. I just want.
No, you look great. You look great. I love you. I will help you soon. Okay, sorry. Hello, fellow artists. Here are the differences. This applies to all of our color ranges, whether it's Amsterdam or Rembrandt oils versus Van Gogh oils. Both levels are highly light fast across all pigments and will last over 100 years in museum conditions without fading. Many of the pigments are the exact same. However, some are exclusive to only the professional ranges, such as cadmium and cobalt colors. Pigment load. Expert has the maximum pigment load we can make the paint with, given the amount of binder needed to hold the pigments in the suspension. It depends on the pigment, but on average, there are about 20% more pigment in Expert. Body. We use a thickening agent to increase the body of Amsterdam Expert, so they're gonna be thicker. Grind time. We grind the pigments extra fine on Expert and fine on Standard. This has an effect on the handling of the paint, but more importantly, the tinting strength of the paint. It may be slightly different in the fluid art world. We will see. But for traditional painting, this is a key difference that artists know and select an artist quality paint on some of the basic colors used for underpainting or pigments like phthalo, which are so strong to begin with, and a professional grade on pigments they'll be mixing on upper layers or that they really need to pop with the most amount of chroma. Exclusive pigments. In our professional ranges, there are multiple series designating the pigment price. Since some of these, such as cobalt violet, manganese, cadmium, and cobalt, are literally as expensive as gold, who knew that? With artist ranges, we generally create hues or alternative pigment mixes to achieve these colors. So how interesting was that? So I have the two expert colors I have today are of course I can't pronounce it, Indanthrene blue, which, by the way, I'm excited. You know why? It's opaque, because I can tell because of that. Now, there are rarely dark blues like this that are opaque. For instance, Greenish blue, which is one of my favorites, is transparent. When you get to the lighter blues that look like they have white added to them, these are opaque, but I'm gonna really make some cool peacock cells with this. The other color I have is Mauve, which is also opaque. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna introduce you to, first of all, like the colors I use the most in Amsterdam. Then we'll mix them up and I'm gonna do blooms just with Amsterdam. And before I do that though, I am going to compare a squeeze of an Expert versus a squeeze of a Standard and kind of compare them and see how they differ. Let's talk about my favorite colors. By the way, this is the 500 ml or 16 ounce bottle that you can get. This would be compared to the size of this, which is I can't read it, but like the regular tube versus the Expert series. These tubes are 75 mils, 2.5 ounces. Here's the size difference. Okay, favorite colors. Greenish blue, use it all the time, love it. Prussian blue, you know what? I'm sorry these are so dirty, but whatever. Prussian blue, you'll see them when I mix them up. If you watch my videos, you know I use a lot of Titan Buff Light. Lovely. I also use a lot of the turquoise green. And one of my favorite colors is this one that I just held up, sky blue. I love it as well. Another top fave is permanent blue violet. Permanent blue violet. Isn't that pretty? Now, and of course, for cell activators, we know Payne's gray all the way and titanium white. Now, the ones that I like but I don't use as often is this Caput Mortem violet, which also makes a really nice cell activator, by the way. And this Venetian rose, quite lovely. And this permanent red purple. Wouldn't this be nice? Maybe I'll use these three together. We'll see. Okay, so let's now compare, so much science. Let's compare the Expert and Standard. Okay, so I just have this little like canvas board here, Arteza canvas panel, and I'm gonna compare the Indanthrene blue with the greenish blue because they're like similar-ish, but also this is opaque, this is transparent. But at least we'll kind of see, or should I compare it with an opaque tube? Maybe I'll do all three. All right, but let's start with this. Anyways, I'm excited to try this out. So, okay, I'll do a little bloop of that. Okay, very rich color so far compared to the greenish blue. Oh, a bloop of that. Okay, oh, she came out fast. Okay. Both looking good. And why don't I do, just so you can compare, a standard, oh, I think I need more of this, a standard opaque tube, if I can get her out. There we go. Okay. So how am I gonna test this, you might ask? That's a good question. Why don't I first at least, like, spread it out. Okay. And we'll really tell the difference in the mixing. So I'm not gonna spread this whole thing out, maybe this much. So this is the standard. Is this even doing anything? It's a pretty color anyways. And this is the opaque. Standard. Oh. Well, perhaps this, oh, it's so thick. That's what happens. By the way, whenever you add this to your pouring medium, see how thick it is? It really thickens up. By the way, TO, guess what I just got in the mail? I got a brand new measurer because the next video, I'm measuring exact measurements of how to mix up opaque paints, transparent paints, pigments, fluid paints. It's all gonna happen. So let's add another bloop in here because I can see it needs to be a bit, and you'll see what I mean. See the color difference there? So we want it to be as close to when you kind of bloop it out, right? So, oh yeah, it's getting nice and thick too. Okay. I like this consistency and I like this color. So, again, when I do a mixing video, I'll do a more, and I have a whole another mixing video of consistencies, but just so you know, I like this. Okay, now let's do this blue. And it's not, because this is transparent, it's not gonna be as gloopy and kind of marshmallowy as this one, so let's see. I love this greenish blue, it's so pretty. Mixy, mixy. So I'm gonna mix up all of the two paints I just showed you, and we're just gonna like go Amsterdam wild with them. Okay, so, oh, look, this did get gloopy. I do, so you see the difference? So I'm definitely gonna need a little squeeze of the josonja to thin it out, by the way. And really, this is how I like to measure. It is easier to do with fluid paints and pigments because these you have to kind of sometimes go back and forth. This is okay. I would say just a touch too thick. I'll do another bloop. Okay, so there was the mixing. Within the mixing, I didn't see such, oh my God. Hey babe, I'm still filming. He's playing with a squeezy toy with sneakers. So I didn't see such a difference yet, although this does look a little more oomphy, like a little more marshmallowy, the Expert series so far, but we'll see. I'm excited to peacock with these. Okay, so I'm gonna mix up all of the other ones and then we'll actually like bloom with them. Be right back. Okay, I've mixed up my Payne's Gray and White Cell Activator and the rest of my colors. I thought it'd be fun to make a gold cell activator with this deep gold. I haven't used it in so long. I don't even remember if I have. I'm sure I've used it, but I'm just gonna finish the rest of my Floetrol. Now this Floetrol is very thin. It's a thin bottle. There's some of those going around. To thicken it up, you might have to just add a lot more to paint than normal, or sometimes you can add matte gel to it. So normally it's like a 3-to-1 ratio, but again, I'm gonna probably need to add a lot more to get it to the right thickness. So we'll see how it goes. So I won't use the gold for this one. I'll use the gold on my blues, but I just want, oh, you can't see what I'm doing. I just wanted to show you how I mix it. So right now it looks grainy. So these cell activators, you really have to mix for a good minute, and I still might need to thicken it, we'll see. But it's starting to smooth out. So I've mixed, I think there's like 9 or 10 of these 2 paints, and I did my color combos. I decided to go like all pinks and purples for this one, and then the second one, I will do all blues. Now what's interesting, when I was laying out the blues, most of the blue paints I mixed up are actually opaque. So it's gonna be a lot of crazy peacock cells, because I think I have 4 opaques and 2 transparents only. So it'll be interesting. Okay, so you see this is starting to come together. Still wanna give it a good minute. Okay, starting to come together. And so we're smooth-ish, but too thin for me. So we are gonna add some more. See, it's pretty watery and there's like no trace. So I really want it to thicken up. Oh, some people, I'm just gonna go like this. Some people think the thin Floetrol happens because during travel, like there's some sort of chemical reaction. It's been really hard since COVID because everything is changing so much, paint consistency wise, because people are just using what they can. So you really have got to pay attention and adapt wherever you can. All right, we're getting thicker. Okay, so definitely there. You see, there's a trace. It's thickened up nicely. We're happy. So let me put this aside, and then we will get to the pinks. Now I've laid out the order. Why don't I use the gold for the pinks anyways? Why am I being so mean to the gold, right? Okay, so I will do this 10-incher. Hopefully it's nice. Now let's discuss my pillow paint. I don't have my essentials mixed up. So as you know, I have to mix it, open it, and thicken it by leaving it out. So I don't remember if I like this or not, so we're gonna see if I like this. What I've done is, I got the Sherwin-Williams color to go, but I find the green label, for me in Canada, it's too thick. In the States, people have been getting them, it's too thin. It's the same thing with the paint situation, they're just putting in whatever, and it's not consistent. So I got the deep base, and I had them tint the deep base white, because their deep base is thin. So, I don't remember though, if I like it, but I just found it, so we'll see. It's definitely thinner than the white for me. We'll see how it blows out. Okay, so let's just go like this. She stretches nice. Okay, could be good. We'll see. So let's start with the Caput Mortem. Okay. And we'll just do a regular bloom, right? This is a little thickened up while it's been sitting here. Here's the permanent blue violet. Okay. Then I will do the this light one. What is it called? Something. I'll go check. I'll write them down after. Then I'm doing this one, which is the red violet. And then I'm topping it off with the Expert Series Mauve. So remember, that's opaque as well as the light pink one. And so we'll see if we get some good peacockies happening. Ooh, it's thickened up. Are you ready? Oh, so I think I will lay the gold first, then the Payne's gray. Oh, you know what, why don't I just do this before I do anything else? Because I like it to just, like when I blow, I don't want anything getting in the way, you know? Okay, so I'll do the gold first. I might have to blow a little harder because things are looking a little thick in this area here. So let's see. I might have to adjust my blow as we go. Okay. Okay, not bad. All right, let's let it, ooh, pretty area there. It's pretty. Oop, I blew right into the pillow. There was no paint. It's okay. I'm hoping, like, for instance, there'll be a little less black here. I might have to take my skewer. While it's sinking and doing its thing, I will remove these paints. So when I spin, I don't get paints everywhere. I'll just move this. See how organized I am. Okie doke. Then I'm gonna take my skewer. And, oh yeah, okay. See, it's sunk nicely, so I don't have to panic. All right. I don't even need to skewer that much. Should I just leave it? You know? This is probably gonna come off anyways. But you know me. Okay. You know, I'll just spin it. Here we go. Ooh, she's flying. Put that over there. This paint does stretch out quite a bit, so you don't need to add as much as you think. Okay. There's still quite a bit of paint, so we're gonna spin it and keep checking, shifting, tilting. See how big these cells get? Just because it's a very stretchy pillow paint. So there's no sparkle other than the cell activator. Okay, I'm not loving, see this happened because I blew over where there was no paint. I don't love it as much, but I mean, it does look like it's hand drawn, but it's not like as exciting to me. Do you know what I mean? I might want to re-pour and put a bigger puddle down, because it just looks, you know, kind of boring. I liked the initial blowout, and I like what's happening here where there's the color, but I want it to be more everywhere. So that's what we're gonna do. Don't hate me for doing it again, because this is annoying me. It's not doing anything for me, right? Do you agree? You better agree, because it's happening anyways. But we're gonna do the same layering. It's really like a cool effect that's happening. I'm gonna go way big. And that's partly this pillow paint. So it's important to know that every pillow paint acts differently, and you have to kind of work according to what's happening. Now, of course, you think I remember the way I did it? I think I started with this. So I'm going to, just from the side here, really. Also, these are a bit thicker. Remember I said they were kind of thick, so they don't blow out as far. I could thin them. That would probably be the smartest thing, but you know me. Okay. Then what did I do? I think I did purple. I think I'm gonna put the purple more towards the top though. Yeah, we're just going hog wild with these. Okay. Put the purple here. It's important. If you're not happy, you just keep going and you keep learning about how your ingredients are behaving that day, because they may not behave. You know what I mean? And then finally, we have this guy. Okay, love it. Let's get these back. I do like the gold first. See, I see how the paints are sitting on top of my pouring media, of my pillow paint. So I'm gonna blow a little different. And the aim is to not have any white. So to not blow over too much my thick colors. Okay? Do you think I can do it? Let's see. See how thick my paints are? I have to like blow super hard to even break through the Cell Activator. However, we can see I accomplished my goal. I'm just breaking through the big chunks here. I'm gonna get huge cells in the middle. And I'm not gonna skewer anything until I start spinning, because I don't want it to distort too much as I spin it out. So we're gonna give this a minute to really sink, but you see what's gonna happen is these huge, I love the way it looks right now. These huge cells are just gonna get humongous because of how much this spins out. And when you use metallics, you do get huge cells because they're a little thicker, so they take a while to sink. So these are gonna be like huge. Oh, look at all these peacock cells though that Expert Series gave, the opaque on top. I'm still gonna let it sit and do its thing. I'm not even gonna skewer. We'll see what happens. How much it sinks, I don't know. You know, it's sinking though. Maybe I'll start spinning a little bit, you know. Go like this. So don't be afraid to like experiment and do different things and say, oh, what happens if I blow this way? Or, you know what I mean? For my blue, I'm gonna be using a dark pillow. So it'll look nice. Look at these huge monster cells. Some people love them. I don't know. Do you guys like monster cells or no? I don't know. But this looks much better. I hope you agree so far. And I'll do a close-up. Let's see. We're still spinning. See how much comes off? I'll do a close-up and then we will move to the blues. Looks cool with that gold in the middle, I think. All right, so let's do a close-up. And there we go. We'll move on to the next one. Be right back. Okay, so I have my 12-incher here, and I'm gonna go with my Sherwin-Williams Color to Go, Anchors Away. I didn't really love what that pillow was doing, so I'm gonna go back to my Glidden Essentials, mix them up. But this still, remember, this does stretch, so you don't need to use as much as you think, okay? And I've decided to layer opaque with transparent, so I'm gonna add a little purple in there, but I'll show you in a minute. We just go like this. Okay. All right, so let us begin with the sky blue for funsie, you know? Sky blue. So just remember, when you're layering your opaques, on top of other colors, you want to kind of drizzle them. This isn't opaque, but I'm just getting lazy now. But you don't want to just bloop it right on. That was the permanent blue violet. This is the turquoise green. Oops. This is the Prussian blue. Okay. This is the, I'm doing two opaques. This is that expert series, Indanthrene, whatever, right? And here's my Time Buff light. And I think, do I need, you know what? I'm not gonna do the Time Buff light because I'm going White Cell Activator. So we're gonna leave the Titan out. I'm just gonna remove these. I'm gonna grab my White Cell Activator and blow her out. And we'll compare the difference. Okay, here's my white. You ready? Definitely easier to blow out than the other paints. I think they're a bit thinner. And the pillow behaves differently. Okay, well, let's do its thing. Cute, right? Grab a little skewer. let the white sink a bit. So there you have it. Amsterdam, for me anyways, has always been an important staple for the blue. So I'm glad that we have more access to so many cool colors, you know? Alrighty. Again, these are probably gonna spin off, but you know me. I'm just doing my little swirly whirlies here. All right, I think I'm gonna leave like the middle. Let me put this away, and then we'll spin her. Let's see what happens. It's kind of pretty. Okay, just put her in the middle a little bit. I'm gonna spin slow and like keep tilting. Okay. It'd be nice if there's a negative space, but I don't think there will be that much on this guy. Let's see though, might get a little bit. Yeah, we can do it, right? Cute. I'm really opening up a lot of depth in the middle, so you'll see a lot of cool peacock cells happening with the opaque layering. I have a whole peacock cell video in the description, all my important videos. Okay, this is looking cool. You know what? Should I pour over the pink one and use this pillow? I think I might, guys. You guys are gonna hate me. But whatever, right? Okay, I'm gonna get one more little spin here. I am happy with this one. I hope you agree. She's kind of cool. She's got some movement. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. One more. And this pillow paint dries a lot darker than it looks now. Okay. Do you know what, guys? I'm going to do the pinks again, not on this blue pillow. I'm going to do it on a black pillow because, to be honest, I don't want to waste my pour boards if I know I don't like it or if I don't think anyone's going to buy it. Although, what do I know? Really, I'm always wrong. But I have to be happy. You know what I mean? So here, cute. I'll do a close-up and stick around because I'm pouring over the pinks. Be right back. She's gone. Okay, I hope you guys agree with me, right? We'll see if I did the right thing. So here's my tricorn black. And I'm gonna do, you know what? For me, just doing a big bloom that covers the whole circle is very boring for my eyes. So, you know, for me, that composition, it just doesn't do it for me. So I'm gonna do, why don't I do a little bloom vine? You know I love those. And that composition, I'm just gonna tilt so we don't see any white. And I think I see a bloop, which I'm gonna get out. There we go, see? It's like it never happened. Now, let me just, oopsie doopsie, hold on. I should have cleaned this before. I saw a bloop that does not belong. Let me tilt and see again. Yeah, see? Got it. Okay. So, let's go back to the pinks. I'm gonna just kind of go with the flow because I don't remember what I did. I'll start this one with this red violet color. I'm gonna make it a little thicker because I want a good base of color. Okay. Then, why don't I go with this one? Okay. Then, why don't I go with the Caput Mortem? Oopsie. Okay. Then, what am I missing? So I'm missing so far the purple and the Expert Series Mauve. So why don't I go purple? And then mauve, and then my gold and Payne's gray, right? Mauve. It's a really pretty mauve color, very pretty. Okay, so I am gonna move around to the side because I think it's a better angle for you to watch me blow. We'll go like this, get this little bloop out here. Okay, quite a bit of paint, but that's okay. Oh, you're all like wonky. Okay, let me move you. Okay, that's better. Okay, ready? I'm only gonna do sections because I'm gonna do 2 sections. Okay, gold, Payne's gray. Okay. Cute. Much happier already. Okay. And we'll finish it off with a little bit over here. I'll just continue it, right? Like, I mean, that might even come off, but better safe than sorry, right? Too bad I really like what's happening at the ends, but they're gonna go. Yeah, I really like this one too. So this is where you have to think, what are you going, I should have done this on a bigger one. What are you going to sacrifice here? I know you all are cheering now that I scraped the first one, right? I really like this one I just did. Those are cute, but they can go. You know what? Maybe we'll see. We'll see how we go. What I am gonna do is take my skewer and just join the 2 ones that I blew out. And like right here, you know, because I don't like those lines. Okay. I don't have too much to fix actually. Oops. So that's good. All right, why don't I start figuring out what I'm actually doing? Just get these things off. You know, so I'm gonna tilt back and forth a bit to get rid of some paint. So I don't have to get rid of too much of the side. I'm gonna go really slow. And I'm just gonna let the paint fall off the edges, you know. I don't want to distort anything too much, okay? Now we're slowly gonna go back this way. Get those paints off the edges. Okay, So we have a good composition. I'm gonna spin slowly. Okay, cute, right? I do want to get some of this edge off more. So we'll go slow and get this edge off. Slow and steady wins the race. You know what's good is I don't have that much more to spin, which is nice. Okay, it's coming off like very slow, but that's how I want it. You know, you want to control what you're doing. Okay. Bring it back down to where I want it. I think I only need like, you know, not many more spins. I do want to just clean this off because it's getting slippery, which I should have done before, but you know me. Okay. So you guys let me know, are you glad I scraped? I think we are pretty glad, you know, really cute. I think I like it, like on the side like that, this way. All right, well, let me know what you think of this whole Amsterdam video. Hope you learned something, hope you like the colors. Subscribe if you haven't, like the video, whatever, share it, you know. Watch it 100 times, whatever you like. Have a good day, guys. Bye.